I did it.
Hello and welcome. I'm talking today to No Big D and Josh Giesbrick of the band Resurrect Christ Foundation. Debbie, Meg, Mel, Josh, thank you all for being here today.
My pleasure.
So my name is Kate. I am a member of the board of directors for the Music on the Mountain Society, and I am today and most days these days on the traditional unceded territories of the Quilt Tenay. Oh, we lost Josh for a second. No, he's back. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, I think people are kind of familiar with the format now. Typically, we listen to the song and then we'll talk about the song afterwards. This particular song is called Track Pants. It's written by No Big D and covered by Resurrect Christ Foundation. It is one of the 19 songs being released on the Music on the Mountain Celebration album titled Under the Quilt. Yeah, so again, we'll talk a little bit more about the album. But to start off, maybe we'll just do a little round of introductions and if you could say, you know, where you're calling in from today and how you've been keeping busy. So Josh, let's start with you.
I live in Fort St. John, out in the boonies on a piece of land with my extended family. Most of my day is made up of working, teaching my kids how to get into trouble, and learning new obscure ways to make horror movie noises on a gong.
Sounds like a pretty busy schedule.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, No Big D. How about you? What's your life like these days?
Oh, busy as always, I think. Yeah. Just doing all the things.
Trying to get out camping as much as possible and enjoying some swimming and beautiful weather. So we got through that rain period. So
yeah,
which is good for the fires out here. So
yeah, and we are on the unceded territory of the Lataco Dene Nation, commonly known as Quesnel. We actually are in Big Creek. And we're just on the banks of the Blue Lake, where we were. So we spend our time thinking about making music, writing music, and working and being moms.
And then trying to schedule times to get together to play music, which takes up a lot more time than actually playing.
But every time we get together, we're like, oh my God, we have to do this every day. Like, it's so good.
A few times a week.
Yes. Yeah, feel lucky to have each other.
Yeah, we are lucky.
Awesome. So I mean, maybe we'll just dive in. We'll take a listen to the song and then we can talk about it after.
Sounds good. We're dying to hear it.
Can't wait to hear what Josh did with Josh. I'm so excited to hear your song.
All right, here is Resurrect Christ Foundation covering No Big D's song Track Pants.
I just want to write songs in my track pants. I don't want to go to work, I just want to practice. Been like salted chips into hella good dip. Sucking beer out of bottles till the last sap. In a town full of lumberjacks and rednecks, everybody's rocking them jeans and them track pants. At the co-op, the Walmart, the downtown scrap, everybody's got their boots on the shit, yeah! They drive big trucks just so that everybody knows just what they're made of. Pensions, night shifts, and union dues. They air their grievances struck behind the carabao. Saturday night is when they rip it up. Everyone's going downtown in those big trucks. Drink a little blood, cut a little run. And the beat will get locked and back a little run.
gosh, you really outdid yourself.
Yeah.
Great. My face
Thank
is
you.
Me
smiling.
too. Me too. I really appreciate how you were so into the recording, while we were all watching you on Zoom.
The animation was just
Oh
like,
man,
oh,
it was just like
right
it just made me
So
like
good.
feel like you really loved that song and you loved playing it. It was so cool.
It's easy when you were there for the whole process.
Yeah,
Fair. Wow, that was great.
so fun.
A lot of energy.
Okay, I'm curious, what instruments were being played there? Like, is it
Sorry, you're cutting in and out a bit.
You just got really quiet.
Yeah, so I'm wondering about the instruments. Was there an organ there?
Yeah, I use a Wurlitzer.
Wow.
Yeah, that-
Wurlitzer and a gong and maybe a farfisa.
yeah, I was pleased to hear the gong, Josh. I know that's kind of a staple of Resurrect Christ Foundation. At any point, did you think maybe I should leave the gong out of this song, or were you like, no, this song needs?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, fair enough.
Never.
Yeah.
We made the
So
Yeah, we're glad you got gongs.
yeah. Feels fitting. For
Yeah,
gongs.
we needed the extreme gong.
Yeah.
so
Considering we're
no
a bit of
big
a gong.
deal.
Yeah, we're definitely a bit of a gong show, so it's
Yeah.
very fitting.
Yeah.
So tell me what was going through your head listening to that song. First of all, were you surprised by the treatment Resurrect Christ Foundation gave it, or were you like, this is perfect?
After finding out that Resurrect Christ Foundation was covering our song, we listened to some of their other songs, and this is kind of exactly what I was hoping would happen, honestly. Yeah, no, it sounded great. I liked it. The timing seemed a little different. Maybe
Yeah.
three's not, 4
Yeah.
4, but yeah, it was interesting. I really liked it.
I like that, like especially just after listening to like the cover that we did and being like people are bringing it into their own music. So it's really nice for people to be taking like our music and putting it into their own fashion
Yeah,
and it's
their own style.
I love it. It's fun.
Yeah, all of the songs have been really unique and people have really put their own stamp on it. But I think maybe the two that you've been involved in, the song that you were you covered, and this one of Resurrect Christ Foundation covering you, might be the most divergent in terms of like just musical style.
Great.
Yeah.
Maybe a part of the weird.
That's amazing. Yeah.
So Josh, sorry, Debbie, go ahead. Yeah, I cut you off there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think it's just more fun that way. Take it and go run with it, right? Oh, it's awesome.
So Josh, I'm interested to know what the process was like for you. Yeah, how did this kind of come to be, or was it a fairly seamless process on your end?
Well, as far as picking the song, I really, really, really like No Big D's choice of songs here, but Track Pants in particular, they hit a special chord with me. I'm really, really into track pants, like really into track pants. I work at a job in Fort St. John at a building supply store, mostly behind a desk, unfortunately, and that gives me the opportunity to wear neon track pants all day long and not really make anyone feel uncomfortable.
Are you wearing
Oh.
track pants right now, Josh?
Actually, I'm not wearing any pants at all right now.
I shouldn't have asked. I had a feeling that was going to be the answer. So No Big D, I know your album is being released imminently at the end of August. Is this the first time you've heard one of your songs covered?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
What a debut for a cover.
Great cover to start us off.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
awesome.
What an interesting experience.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
super fun.
Awesome.
If anyone would like to cover more No Big D songs, please, Josh, if you would like to
Yeah.
cover more, I'd be happy to hear them.
Oh yeah.
It's fun.
Josh,
Make
I
a
know
whole
you've
album.
I know you've done some interesting album, like concept album projects in the past. Maybe you can speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, well, as a band, we only have one album out right now. It's titled Less Geese In. Basically, our whole ambition as a band is to bring back the second coming of Jesus Christ, as everyone probably knows. There's lots of religions out there to try and do that, but we have a more scientific method, pretty much exactly like Jurassic Park. We have a little dab of his DNA somewhere. I mean, we don't come looking for it. Yeah, and so we came out with that album, and then that was about 10 years ago. And we don't like to oversaturate the market, so we like to leave at least 10 years in between each album. It really gives your fans a chance to learn your material. Feel like we've really refined our gong and pterodactyl vocals on this new album, and it's really all about normalizing offensive sounds. I like to think of it as a bit of a crossover between Stockhausen and Spice Girls, really.
Interesting. I don't know that I would have picked up on that, but yeah, I can hear it now. So Josh, you just mentioned your album that is kind of forthcoming. Do you have a timeline for that?
Nope.
Fair enough. Okay, and I'm interested to know kind of what was your first impression when Bryn, our the president of the Music on the Mountain Society, brought you this project? What were your first thoughts? Were you enthusiastic? Were you skeptical?
I was pretty excited to see No Big D on the list there. If No Big D wasn't on the list there, I might have just turned it down. But
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, lo and behold.
We're really grateful to love.
Yeah,
that's
really
we appreciate
sweet, Josh.
that.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Josh.
We're so glad to be working with you. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
And No Big D, I mean, I'd be interested to know for you as well, when Bryn brought you this project idea, what were your first thoughts? Because I know it's maybe a little bit of an unusual way to spend your time as a musician.
Yeah, honestly, a little terrified. It felt scary because, if you're going to be playing someone else's music, I just want to be able to do a really great job. And yeah, I was apprehensive. I felt
also we
We're
really don't play any covers except
We're
for
all
Jolene
original,
at about
yes.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
So we're not really a cover band. We should really work on a few more covers,
Yeah.
honestly. So this was a bit of a
we did that Wonder Band
intimidating
song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
We
did.
did Wonder Band song.
It was a bit of an intimidating project, but also, you have to scare yourself to grow a little
Yes.
bit. So
We embraced it.
We embraced it and took it on, and we're happy we did.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it.
Good. Yeah, and I'm interested to know, kind of now that you've heard this Resurrect Christ Foundation version of your song, do you think maybe you'll consider adding a gong to your set?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Heck yeah.
We could really use a gong.
I think
Yes.
that's the first thing we all thought when we heard the
Yeah.
gong the first
Yeah.
time. Is that where can
We
we
need a
get
gong.
one?
I think we have a big wooden D being made that we could hit the gong with.
Oh,
So it's
right.
really just coming together
Oh my
naturally
God.
for us.
Excellent.
Yeah,
So-
whether it's how we open the set or close the set.
And just
Yeah.
maybe through every
Randomly?
song.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
obviously
I
it just
mean-
really adds to it.
Right?
Yeah,
Good
I mean,
for
there's-
opening every song and closing every song
Yeah.
in every set.
Yes.
We need more gongs.
We
We're
need more
seeing
gongs.
that now for the first time. Thank you for
Bringing this to us.
Thanks, Josh.
for the inspiration.
Yeah.
Next level.
It's also good for introing choruses and bridges and every verse. And in the
It's
middle.
You
It's
should
a very
dabble in
diverse
that.
instrument.
Yeah. Yeah.
Signify when the song is going to change.
Yeah. Maybe a couple of gongs. A gong each.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not get going crazy.
It's going too far.
Better
Going
really
down, guys.
better really look at that.
I like that.
I see. We've gotten to the we've gotten to the gong pun portion of the interview.
Yeah.
We can gong, we can gong too long.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry.
All right, well, thank you both. I know your fans are eagerly awaiting your album releases, Josh, whenever that may be between now and I don't know, 2030. And No Big D later this month. Super excited. Thank you all for taking the time to talk with me tonight. I really appreciate it. I know it's not easy. Josh, I know you have a lot going on, and that facial hair alone is probably really time consuming to maintain. So yeah, thank you all. And for those interested, you can hear this song and others at momfest.bandcamp.com. It's one of 19 songs, over half of which have been released already, and the rest are coming out sometime between now and April or mid-August, I should say. So over the next couple weeks. You can stream it, but if you can, please consider buying it. Those funds will go towards the Music on the Mountain Society and future Mom festivals. Yeah, and we gratefully acknowledge the support of the BC Arts Council and our community of artists, musicians, friends, collaborators, contributors, volunteers, everyone who's put in work to make sure this thing happens, and all the Mom Fests over the years have been as awesome as they have been. Thank you guys. Have a great night.
Thank you, Kate.
Thanks, Josh. See you around.
Thanks, so Big D.